Hi, Omega Khaos here again with an Archetype Discussion, and this time I'm going to be discussing DDs, which means different dimension, and it also has a sub-archetype DDD or triple D, which means different dimension demon. It's an archetype of fiend type monsters, and it focuses around all kinds of summoning except ritual summon, so fusion summoning, synchro summoning, exist summoning, and pendulum summoning. So it's a really interesting archetype. So yeah. So first I'm going to show the Covenant cards, which are pretty much the most important cards for the deck. They are continuous spells. And also this is not a deck profile, of course, it's just a deck I'm currently working on, but it's definitely not the best yet. I think it still needs some work. So of course the most important card for this deck is a Covenant with the Ephemeral Gate. So it's a continuous spell, of course, and during your main phase you can search a TD monster from a deck to your hand. I can only use the spec once per turn. Even if you have multiples of this card, you can't search with all of them. And during each of your standard phase, you take 1000 damage. So really good to search out all your TD monsters. It gives the deck its consistency. Without this card, the deck won't do much at all, because it will be way too inconsistent, and also it won't be able to maintain card advantage. But of course you take 1000 damage each turn, so yeah, that can backfire. You can burn yourself to death, of course, but still a really powerful card. And also you can go around damage with a certain card. So yeah, then the main way to fusion someone in this deck is with the Covenant with the Swamp King. It's of course also a continuous spell, and you also take 1000 damage with this card as well in your standby phase. And during your main phase, you can fusion summon one fiend type fusion monster from your deck using a monster from your hand or your side of field as fusion materials. If you will fusion summon a deity fusion monster, you can also banish monster from your graveyard as fusion materials. You can only use this effect once per turn. So it's like a polymerization and miracle fusion in one, pretty much. You can just send from the field and hand to the graveyard your fusion materials, or you can banish them from the graveyard. So really good. But I would only run 2 of this card, because there is only one DD fusion monster, and it's not even that strong, even though really good. So only 2 is necessary, because throwing multiples of this card isn't very good. Then of course, now let's go down monsters. First I start with DDD, Leonidas Rebellious Lord. It's a band of monsters. Many of DD monsters are pendulums, of course. And its band effect is that when you take a damage from a card effect, you can destroy this card, and if you do, any effect that will inflict damage, increase life points by the same amount instead for the rest of the turn. So yeah, pretty good pendulum effect, but it's not really that relevant. It has a scale of 3, but you're mostly not going to use this as a pendulum scale. Its mount effect is extremely good. It is when you take a damage from a card effect, you can summon this card from hand, and if you do, gain life points equal to the damage you took, and any effect damage you take becomes 0. So really good, because you can summon this card when you take damage from your Covenant, and then you won't take any effect damage, so you won't take any damage from a Covenant spell, so you are safe from that. So this is pretty much the first card you want to search out with your Covenant with the Infernal Gate. Then what else? Then there is the Proud Ogre. it's a scale of 8, so it's a pretty high scale, that's why I run it. Its spell effect is to can pay 4 vipers, then that you can target one DD monster you control, it gains 500 attack. So yeah, pretty nice I think. Then its mod effect is when it's normal summoning plus 1/1 face up dark pendulum monster from X deck, but its effects are negated, and you can only summon DD monster for the rest of the turn. Probably won't use the monster effect much because you don't really have a tribute engine in here, and this is a level 6 monster. Then it's DD Cerberus. It's a pretty good level 4, and it has a scale of 6, and you can target one DD monster you control and make it level 4, and if you do, it gains 400 attack and defense. So it's pendulum effect. The pendulum effect is that, and its most effect is that when this gets pendulum from a hand, while you control a DD monster, except itself, you can target one continuous spell card in your graveyard and add it to your hand. So you can just get your covenants back from the graveyard. So that's really nice. So now, pretty much the main boss monster of the deck is DD Infernal Armageddon, the Great Death Lord. It has 3000 attacks, so that's really nice. It has pendulum scale of 4. Its pendulum effect is that you can target one DD monster you control. It gains 800 attack at the end of this turn. And unfortunately, this pendulum effect doesn't work on Debra yet, so that sucks. It has a bug, I guess. And its most effect is that once per turn if a monster you control is destroyed by a battle card effect, you can target that monster. This card gains attack equal to that monster ocean attack until the end phase. So that's pretty good. But this card cannot attack directly the turn you activate this effect. And this card cannot be destroyed with a spell or trap effects that do not target it. So it's safe from things like Mirror Force and Tornado Attribute, but yeah, and Dark Hole as well, but there's probably not anything else relevant that, yeah, this card helps against. Then go to the main pendulum monsters. Of course, the Rage Akaba from Alpha when I use them to pendulum summon. The first is DD Magical Shade Skylay, a scale of 1. Its pendulum effect, you cannot pendulum summon any monsters except DD monsters. This effect cannot be negated. And during issue of Stamina phase, in case discards pendulum scales by 2, then destroy all monsters you control whose levels are lower than discards pendulum scales, except DD monsters. So yeah, so you have to be careful with discard and Kepler as well, because they have fixed discards. Scales will be increased and discards scales will be decreased. So yeah, you have to be careful so that you don't have any other monster than DDs or Xyz monsters, because they don't have levels. So yeah, then most effect is that you can discard this card, then add one DD card or command card you control, return that card to the hand. And you know to use this effect once per turn. So not a bad card effect. You can just if your command card will be destroyed by MST, for example, you can just use this card and then get it to your hand to save it. Or you have Kepler in your pendulum zone, but it's of course the scales have decreased, and you want to use it to pendulum summon. You can just use this card, get it back to your hand, and then activate it as in your pendulum zone again. Then of course the key card in the deck is DD Magical Shades Kepler. Its pendulum effect is very similar, but instead it reduces the scales by 2. So yeah. And its most effect is when this becomes a normal spell summon, you can activate one of these effects, and you only use the effect once per turn. You can target one other DD card you control, return the target to your hand, and most you're not going to use that. Or add one command card from deck to your hand. So really good as a setup for your covenant cards, which are really essential for a deck, like I already explained. Then other monsters that are not pendulums. DD Khaos the Conqueror, a really powerful card in this deck. Of course, if you bend on someone this card, when this card spends one, negate the effects for face-up cards you control, so at the end of the turn. And if this card was spell summoned during your main phase 2, you can target 1 or 2 cards in your spell and trap card zone, destroy them, and if you do, this card gains 1 additional attack for each card destroyed by this effect during each battle phase this turn. So, it's like an OTK card. It's like a 3-and Targian of the deck. Really good, I think. But only one will be needed because, of course, it's highly searchable if you're Infernal Gate. Then 2D, of course, it's not deck buff, I forgot about it. DD Lilith, it's a really exceptional card for this deck as well. It's when it's a normal super summon, you can activate one of these effects. You can only use this effect of DD Lilith once per turn. Target one DD monster in your graveyard, add that target to your hand, or add a face-up DD Pendulum monster from next deck to your hand. So, really good card to recycle your monsters, either from your graveyard or your Pendulum zone. And finally, the DD Night Hauling, which is of course a tuner of the deck. When it's normal summoned, you can add one DD monster in your graveyard, summon that target, but its attack and defense becomes 0. And if that monster will be destroyed, you can take 1000 damage. If you activate this effect, you can spell someone else for the rest of the turn, except anti-monsters. So, definitely a really good card, but its restriction is pretty heavy, so you can only really use Fia and Synchronous, at least level 7 ones. So yeah, definitely really essential card to someone like DD Alexander, the King of Chaos. So yeah. Also there is one card in the main deck to mention, is Leash Laundering. Destroy as many command cards in your spell or trap cards as possible, and if you do draw one card for each card destroyed, then gain 1000 life points for each card drawn. So that's really nice if you are really low on life and you have to save yourself, just destroy all the covenants, then draw more cards and gain life points. So that's, I think it's a pretty good card, but I'm not sure if it will be necessary. But yeah, because Leonidas already protects you. So now the Fusion, Synchro X and Xyz DD cards. First, the Fusion Monster D, Demolition the Racing Infernal King. Its fusion materials is 2 DD monsters, and if DD monster is spell summoned, except this card, you can target one DD monster in your graveyard, spell summon that target, so that's really nice. And if this card is destroyed by one's card, you can target one command card in your graveyard, add that target to your hand. So, pretty good, but the problem with this card is that it's really weak, only 2000 attack for a fusion monster. But it can help you surround the field, and you can also recycle your command spell, continuous spells. Then the DDD Alexander, King of Chaos. The attack costs DD Tuner and one or more non-dual monsters. It's a level 7 synchro. And if a DD monster is normal spell summoned, except this card, you can target one level 4 lower DD monster in your graveyard. So yeah, then spell summon it, and you can only use this effect once per turn. So that also helps you to surround the field, and it's a 25 attack beta. But of course it doesn't really have any additional effects. The annual effect also has another effect. It can destroy the monster when it destroys a monster per battle. But that's kind of unfortunate, but oh well. Then of course the last card I'm going to be talking about is DD Sazard Caesar, the Searching Waves King. It costs 2 red for 3 anti-monsters. You can only use each effect of DDD Caesar, the Searching Waves Kings, once per turn. And to eat a best turn, you can attach one access material from this card. And at the end of this turn's battle phase, you can press one as many monsters from graveyard as possible that were destroyed during this turn. And if you do, you take 1000 damage for each monster built by this effect during the next standby phase. So yeah, you can just get everything back if they are destroyed that turn. During the end of the battle phase. Not bad, I think. But I'm not sure yet how useful this effect is. And with this card sent from field to the graveyard, you can pretty much search a command card from the deck. So that's not bad at all. So yeah, really good card, but the thing is that it's not very easy to summon out rank 4 in this deck, because there are not many good DD level 4 monsters, and there is not a good rank 4 engine in this deck as well. So yeah, it's definitely really interesting card split. It's becoming one of my favorites. I will be still testing this card step a lot. I will definitely duel with this deck pretty soon in my Dueling with Khaos series. So yeah, look forward to that. So this is for my Archetype discussion of DD. I hope you enjoyed this. For now, goodbye and Khaos out.